Hi guys, Andreas Sonic Mainliner with another Vinyl Finds video. I think it will probably be 126, so maybe, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, this is Vinyl Finds. The thing is, I've said it quite a few times by now, I'm so far behind that I have given up trying to show the things as they come in, so I'll just show some random stuff, right? So, things that I bought recently, some stuff that I bought earlier in the year and whatnot. I think this is a little bit too loud. But first, what's playing in the background? Now, this is a release that I'm so surprised nobody has shown it on the vinyl community. One. Two, nobody has shown it on the Facebook pages. It's just so bizarre. So this is Kosuke Mine Quartet. Mine or Mine. I have no idea if it's Japanese or if it's English. I don't know. Probably it's mine because all the other titles are in English, so it could be mine or it could be mine. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, it's Japanese jazz. Don't ask me what the hell kind of jazz. Like, oh, this is Modo jazz or yadi yadi blah de blah. No, this is just, you can hear it in the background. And this was out originally on Three Blind Mice, which is a legendary label from Japan. It had like a lot of Japanese artists. Originals are very expensive, and interestingly enough, the first instance of me hearing about this label was reading audiophile magazines, and it was like, oh yeah, we put this record from Three Blind Mice. I cannot remember which one exactly, but eventually I did come across a copy that was fairly expensive, used in a record shop here in London, and I was like, oh wow, this is I've read about this like so many times, like long time ago. I want to listen to it, and it was boring. It was like middle of the road kind of. I don't know, to my ears it sounded really boring. This does not sound boring though. This is really cool stuff, and this is a recent reissue. I mean, this was reissued like what, a month ago, 2 months ago, something like that. And there's also this one, which is Green Caterpillar, Masaru Imada Trio +2, so 5 people. So, a trio +2 is like plus whatever. It's like, yeah, all right, okay, whatever, dude. And yeah, this is a little bit more fusiony sounding, but it's the level of fusion that I can sort of tolerate, and I'm alright with it. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's fusion and fusion. I mean, from what I know, the Electric Miles albums are considered to be fusion. I've said it before. To me, it doesn't sound like fusion. It sounds like, just really psychedelic rock, really. But yeah, anyway, I mean, it's not that type of fusion. It's more the type of fusion that I wouldn't necessarily like, but this is quite good. So, I guess I grab a pack of records and see what happens, yeah? So, okay, alright, okay, yeah. Oh, there's always something to say about some stuff, so, okay, damn it. I don't know how many to grab, really. Okay, so, I'll grab this as well. Makes sense. I went to Barcelona. I went to Wawa Records. I think I've mentioned this, and I know I've mentioned this because I showed damn it. Yeah, this is the one I showed actually. Arcadium. This is one of the records I bought there. I actually bought only 3 records, really. One of them being Arcadium, which I showed on the 20 psychedelic albums. 20 psychedelic albums. I wanted to say 20 psychedelic albums you should listen to, but you don't have to. I mean, it's just 20 psychedelic albums. They're really good, all of them, in my opinion. And by the way, I haven't responded to your video, Aaron. The pronunciation is quite good, quite good. Unaided pronunciation, you almost got it. You almost got it. So I will write a comment. Just I need to remember that. Yeah, the other one that I got is this one, Ashra Temple. This is it's a boot, but it's a good boot. And it's all about having a good boot. And this is yeah, this is an unofficial release. Yeah, it's like has ore and all that, liars, but it's really nice because it comes with a gate with a foldy thingy. So you know, until Mr. Manuel Gottsching decides to reissue these albums properly, this will have to do, and it's quite nice. It sounds good. I have no problems with it. Jazz. Oh no, sorry. The other one that I bought, I forgot. It's this one. This is from the Schatzel. I cannot pronounce this. This is the label anyway. If you can, yeah. It sounds German, but I think that this is very much an Italian release. I mean the label. And this is Prima Materia. This is a box set, as you can see, 2 records really, and it is. It's sort of from a series that they did that have like avant-garde Italian composers like Lino Capra, not Lino Capra, forget the names. Anyway, yeah, and this is really good. This is like droning kind of experimental stuff, and yeah. It says here, as in the case with Lamonte Young's Theatre of Eternal Music, Dave Hike's Harmonic Choir, and Pauline Oliveira's deeply listening band, Robert Laneri was a lifelong penchant for the droning misteriosa of the sound current, and with the Prima Materia ensemble he has expressed it in a disciplined, expansive and singular way. Terry Riley. So yeah, you get the idea. Really good stuff. I'm really happy to get it. It was released last year. Quite limited, as you would expect, and I found it there. I was like, damn, I'm getting it. Next up, jazz. Amancio da Silva. This is the second album I have from this guy. The first one is what's it called? It was a reissue that came out like a couple of years ago, and yeah, this is like really cool jazz. Again, this is one of the albums that I haven't seen anybody show it on the Facebook page, and I'm just surprised. I'm like, what? What the hell, guys? Amancio da Silva, Integration, check it out. It's out there. It's really good. You're gonna be, you know, very happy with it. This is a sort of modern jazz kind of thing happening here from the UK. This is Yusuf Kamal Black Focus, and yeah, it's no, I don't know this. Yeah, just came out like this year, I think. Yeah, really good. Can't complain. Collocutor, UK band. Sounds a bit electronic, but it's not. It's very organic. I've seen them live and they're really, really good. This is their second album, Collocutor, and the name of the album is The Search. To be perfectly honest, I prefer the first album, which is way better than this one. Not that this is bad. This is alright. This is okay, but the first one is way better. This is still sealed because I haven't opened it because I have a boot of this, and it's on the Filippo label. I don't know if you remember me showing this. Yeah, it's a nice boot. I will probably keep it because I like the fact that it's heavy cardboard and whatnot, and it's not bad. But this is an official reissue of Pai. From Catherine Ribeiro in the Alps, and this is a fantastic, I don't know, progressive. It's really bizarre because it goes places that you don't expect it to go, and yeah, it's 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 bloody good. So highly recommended. Check it out. Yeah, I just noticed that it got crunched somewhere. So, Ghost in the Shell, my favorite anime. This is the cheapo version from we release whatever the fuck we want, and I didn't want to spend like double the money for it because I know that the soundtrack doesn't have a lot of music in it. The music it does have is really good. It's very sort of that can dance kind of thing, very percussion-y, very sort of atmospheric and whatnot. And yeah, it's really good. I mean, yeah. This one I haven't. No, I. When did I listen to this one? I can't recall. I had it for like a month now, but there's been a lot of stuff coming in, and I've streamed this quite a bit, but I haven't played the actual album. Oh, is it Tempet? Al-An, and this is how can I describe this? This is like dark ambient electronic kind of sort of deal, but with Eastern music overtones. I think that sort of, yeah, that sort of describes it really good. Yeah, really good stuff. Okay, moving on. Some used stuff, some whatever. What? 12 minutes? Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll show a lot of records. Who knows? I don't know. Have I shown this? I have it. I had it for a while. This is Earthstar, French Skyline, U.S. band. Sounds Berlin School of Electronics, Berlin Schule, Elektronische Schule. But yeah, they're American. This is out on Sky, and you can find copies of this very cheaply. And if you do, then you should pick it up. And yeah, it's really good. 1977, I think, 79. So there you go. This one I'm very happy to get, and this is a recent reissue. And who issued it? This is an official reissue actually, and it's I think it hasn't been reissued before, at least on vinyl. Yeah, don't know. I guess Jorge Reyes? Jorge? Yeah? No? I don't know. Yeah. This one. This guy. And Antonio Zepeda, Colibri something, yeah. This is a record that came out in early 80s, I think. I would say 83. I want to say 83. 86. No, 86. So yeah, this guy's Jorge Reyes, I guess. He's Mexican. He's made electronic music. It's very new agey kind of stuff, as you would expect from electronic music from that era. It does sound new agey, and it's very good. This sounds very exotica sounding as well. It is South American, based sounds and whatnot, and it is sort of based in like traditional music and that kind of stuff. But it has that exotica sounding sort of style. I cannot really explain it. And for the time that it was recorded, it sounds really good. it doesn't sound digital and cheap and horrible. It sounds very, very nice. This is a recent reissue. There's like a couple of them, another one of his albums which has a blue cover. I cannot recall the title, but that's equally considered really good. And they were originally released in Mexico. And if you're on this side of the pond, good luck finding them, and they're probably expensive. And to be honest, I don't trust the Mexicans to press good records, so I'm pretty happy with the reissue. Really nice reissue, by the way, and worth checking out. Now, I know I've shown this as a used record in one of my recent reissue videos, and I said, oh, the Le Thugs, really good, you should check out their first album. And here's their first album, Radical History. Their first album, 1986, I want to say, 86, yes. And this is smoking. This is really, really good. Fantastic garage, punk, rock, garagey, more garagey than anything else, I would say. But this is start to finish really good. Just, yeah, it's fun. It's really good fun. I mean, you have fun listening to this album. Highly, highly recommended. Le Thugs. A band that I considered amazing and blah blah blah, and has spawned like a lot of side projects, and the people that are involved are fairly well known, but I sort of never really got into them for whatever reason, and I still don't. But Slint, this is I want to say their first album, Tweez. I want to say their first album, and then the second album is like, you know, the classic one and whatnot, which I have back in Greece, but I didn't have this one, so I found this used for £10, and I think this is a reissue. I would guess that this is a reissue. I don't know. I have no idea. Really good condition, so you know, it's like, why not? Yeah, it's like post-rock, I guess. Here's a band that I don't know what to make of. I like them and I don't like them, but I'm getting into these guys a little bit more. I have some other of the I have Head Over Heels, and I can't recall the other one. So this is Victoria Land by Cocteau Twins. This is their fifth, I want to say, or something like that. And yeah, ethereal pop on 4AD. Got it for, like, you know, very good price, really good condition, cannot complain. This one I could not resist, and this is one of the, okay, I got this one. Okay, alright, so this is Judas Priest, obviously. I don't think that you need any introductions. I mean, Screaming for Vengeance, what, 1982, yeah, 1982, has some classics like the Hellion, Electric Eye. It has Screaming for Vengeance. You got Another Thing Coming, which is like the most it was one of the songs that was playing in the radio on Grand Theft Auto, and it was I loved that metal station. I would drive around what was it, Vice City, with that radio station on, and yeah, just wreak havoc. It was really good fun. Anyway, this is an original. You know, it comes with a poster as well, and it's pristine condition. It's really good. Yeah, this is the poster. I don't want to open it right now, and I found it for a fair price. I mean, considering that it's like, you know, it's 34 years, what, 35 years old by now, and yeah, and Judas Priest is a band that I never really got into. I've listened to them, but I never consider myself a fan. Although I like some of their songs I like a lot, and some of their albums I really appreciate, and their early stuff I do appreciate, and yeah, I'm planning to get some more of these. But yeah, anyway, for another time. This is a good one. I didn't know about this one, and this is something that Chris Alvear showed. And this is uh, Yaz Ahmed, La Saboteuse. And this is out on Nine Recordings. This is jazz. It's modern jazz from the UK, and this is spiritual, and it's fantastic. And because it's on Nine Recordings, Nine as in Nine, I guess that there is a relationship with, well, with the stereo equipment, the Nine equipment. It sounds amazing, and it's kind of expensive, and I don't know whether you can find it. So if you can find it, pick it up, definitely. And yeah, it's worth the effort, money, and frustration potentially to seek a copy. I was showing them like a couple of videos ago. Something I was talking about bootlegs, and that I got confused, and I got a couple of bootlegs without really realizing that they were bootlegs because they were really well made. And you know, it's sometimes you buy bootlegs because you know that you cannot find it otherwise. But sometimes you know, you might get confused like myself and get a bootleg. But I made it up to myself and I got an original, and this is an original X-Ray Specs germ-free adolescence. Comes with the inner, and it is old, it is laminated. The laminate is a little bit beat. It's not in the worst conditions ever. I mean, you know, it's still in fairly good condition, and interestingly the label is exactly the boot label, so it's like it could have been if it had the inner sleeve actually, it could have been possible for an original, but obviously the laminate and whatnot, and yeah, it looks old, and it plays well though, and I didn't pay a lot of money for it, so why the hell not? And you know, it's one of those records that are bloody good. So no, I've shown these more. 23 minutes. I'll stop at 25. Elder, what's this? Reflections of a Floating World. This came out now-ish, like in May or something. And this was very expensive. Oh, this is color vinyl as well. I want to show that. And for whatever reason, it was very expensive here. I found a copy for a normal price, and I picked it up. Really good stoner sort. Well, it's not stoner. It's not metal. I don't know. I don't know what to categorize it. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's heavy music in a sense. Is heavy guitar driven, and it's really good. That's all I have to say. Swans, Great Annihilator reissue. Had to get this, obviously. Anything that has been reissued from the Swans, I pick it up. I cannot remember when this was released and what. 95. Swans, really good. 24. Okay, the last one, and this is a metal one, and this is a band that I recently discovered and I saw live, and they were really good, and I had a lot of fun. And It's a death metal band. It's called Gate Creeper, and this is Sonora Deprivation. And I discovered these guys on Spotify, and they have this album and a tape which is called Unleashed in the Middle East, and it's a live recording basically from a gig that they did in Boston, I think, or something. I can't recall right now. And they released it as a tape for 100 copies or whatever. And that live recording is so good. It's really good. I initially preferred it to this one, but this is, the record, the studio album is really good as well. And yeah, and I saw them last week in a small club here in London. It's like a really small place. There were like 100 people, and it was really good fun. Yeah. So yeah, this is the singer, and I wanted to show him because he grew a tash, and it's probably the only time that I've seen, I have a problem with tashes for whatever reason, and he was quite legit. He was quite legit when he was singing, and I think that usually when you're in bands, especially metal bands, you think that the people that have like the most like fun, if you like, are like either the drummer or the guitar player or whatever. But in this band, I would like to be the singer. I don't know, it has this sort of raw kind of power coming through it. It's so good, so good. Good old-fashioned death metal, and actually I will put it on now that the video is finishing. And yeah, this is the repress, and it's on this horrible color. This is terrible. Look at this. But thinking of it, I think it's sort of, no, it doesn't even match that. No, it's just a horrible color. Anyway, really good. Gate Creeper. Gate Creeper, not Keeper, Creeper. Sonora Deprivation. Check them out. Anyway, that's a Final Finds video for you. 27 minutes. I think it went on enough, and there's still loads of stuff that I haven't shown, but I'll just do one of these. It's like, and I have bought some new records as well. I went to Amsterdam, and I visited a record store, Rush Records, Rush Hour Records. So Rush Hour Record Store, Amsterdam, Netherlands. You see, hey, this is the best one. If you ever go to Amsterdam and you want to find a good record store, go to this one. Everything else that I've seen, and when I saw quite a few, they sucked. So yeah, and I will do another one of these sometime soon, I guess. See you soon. Cheers.